What's up everyone, it's Joshua Oduaye here again, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can install your Facebook pixel on your Elementor page builder so that you can be able to track the conversion event as you want for your own self. Okay, so this is basically for people who have been using the Insta builder previously to build their own pages, their web pages, and they are trying to move from the Insta builder page builders to the Elementor page builder. Okay, so you're going to discover first that using the Insta builder, you need to copy out the code directly from Facebook and just place it at the head of the Insta builder page, while on the Elementor page you don't have the headers and footers where you can directly install Facebook pixel codes and track your conversion events. But today I'm going to show you how you can actually do that and get all your conversion tracking events active on your Facebook, right? So if you're just visiting this channel for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button right below this video and also turn on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I drop other valuable videos like this. And you can also go through the other videos and see which of them you find very interesting, and also leave me a comment if you have a question, if you have a clarification that you need further assistance with, and I'll be glad to help you with that. So without further ado, let's dive into what we have for today. So first I'm going to go to my Facebook page, my Facebook ads account, and to get to this point, obviously you know how to get to this point, you add manager, and if you don't know, then here right here is go to facebook.com/ads manager, right? So it's going to take you, you're going to head over and get to this particular dashboard like this. But if you have a business manager like I'm using right now, you can also find your way once you head over to your Facebook ads manager, right? Just like this right here, you can see this, it has other ad accounts that are under it. I don't want to click on this. You're going to see there are different ad accounts that are under this, which are linked to different business managers. Okay, so let's go directly into what we have for today. So for you to be able to install your Facebook pixel, first you need to go and get the Facebook pixel code, and to do that we are going to click on this right here, this 3-lined icon. Once you click on it, then you go to Event Manager. You can see this is the Event Manager. You just click on it and wait for it to load up. Okay, so right here we have the page load up, and this is how your event manager should look like, something similar. Okay, so we want to create a new pixel code that we're going to be installing on WordPress or our Elementor page builder. Okay, so we're just going to head on over here. You can see this plus sign by the top right here. You're just going to click on it. So once you click on it, you're going to see web here. You can see this web. We're going to click on this web and click on connect directly. So once you click on connect, you're going to go through the Facebook pixel. Okay, you can see the step-by-step Facebook pixel right here, and you click on connect. Now once you've gotten to this point, you're just going to scroll through to read everything and click on continue. Once you click on continue, you're going to give the pixel a name. So let's give this a name. I'm going to give it FB pixel. Okay, so, and you can also add your domain, your website domain if you want to. It's actually optional, so it's not compulsory. And once you're done with that, you just go ahead, click on continue, and now we have successfully created Facebook pixel ID, and we're going to now install the code. Okay, so now we are going to click on install code manually, and we're going to copy out the code right here. So let me just paste the code out somewhere else. You can just paste the code out somewhere else like that. So before we continue, I want to show you something. There are actually different ways you can get your pixel installed on your WordPress account. I'm going to show you. Let me go directly to the WordPress dashboard so that you can see it. Let it load up. We have different methods you can use to install you can use to track your Facebook events. You can use to track your Facebook events. So first, let's go to plugins. There are different plugins you're going to see. Add new plugins. I'm going to look for new plugins that you can use, and most of them are usually plugins that allows you to use just one Facebook ID. Okay, so I'm going to look for these pixel. So we're just going to search pixel. Just search on pixel and hit enter. You're going to see different pixel plugins. You're going to find different plugins, different Facebook plugins that you can actually use to track events on your website. So this right here is Pixel Your Site. So you can see that there are different pixel plugins that you can actually use to install on your website and also use for tracking your events on Facebook. Okay, but majorly there are three of them that I know are very popular and I know are really helpful, and I know this because I've actually used the three of them: Pixel Your Site and Pixel Cards, Pixel Cafe. These three are, for me, they are the best pixel trackers that you can actually use if you just want to install just one pixel code on your website. So if you just have one Facebook pixel ID, you can just set up using this pixel site. So let me just install this pixel site so that we can use this for example purpose. I'm not going to use this only. I'm going to show you also how you can use other plugins. Okay, so now we have the pixel site installed directly on our dashboard. So we're just going to go and click on pixel site. You can see it by the left hand side. You can see it by the left hand side. Okay, so we are pixel your site area. So you can see right here, you can see Facebook pixel. So we're going to click on settings for Facebook pixel because what we want to add up is the Facebook pixel. Okay, so right here we're going to add the Facebook ID for the account we want to add to this platform. So right here we're going to add the Facebook pixel ID from our Facebook account. So let's head back to our Facebook account and get the pixel ID. So you can see this is the account we intend to use. This is it. So we're just going to copy this ID. You can just highlight it and copy it. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to paste it here and boom, this is it. Okay, so once I've pasted it, I'm now going to click on this enable advanced matching. I'm going to click on this. Once I click on it, I scroll down to the bottom and go and look for where I'm going to save the whole changes I have just made right now. Okay, so I'm going to save these settings. Okay, so now that I've saved these settings, we can go ahead and click on events. You can go ahead and click on events and create events for our pages. You can go ahead and create events for our pages. So once you get to this event, you can scroll down, and you can see this point of add. Click on it to add a conversion event. So you can click on it to add a conversion event, and let's scroll down. So you can, at this point, you give it a name. If your conversion objective is purchase, you can give this the title purchase. If it's add to cart, you can give it add to cart. If it's leads, you can give it leads. Whatever it is you want it to name it, you can actually name it right here. So once that is done, you go ahead and click allow this as page visit, then leave everything as it is. Just go down to where you see this URL contains. You're going to now click on your own page, the title of your page. So whatever the title of your page, you're just going to include it here And once you are done, you're just going to go to the bottom and save it. This is quite easy, but the only limitation to this is that you actually would not be able to add more than one Facebook ID. Let's go back to general so that you can see what I'm talking about. You will not be able to add more than one Facebook ID. You can actually have several conversion events set up, but you cannot have more than one Facebook ID except you go for the pro version. So you can see right here, add multiple Facebook pixel with pro version. Okay, so except you go ahead to get the pro version, which I think is paid, and let's click on it so that you see how much it costs to get the pro version. And once you get the pro version, you'll be able to use all the features, and you'll be able to use more than one Facebook pixel ID on your account. Okay, so you can see, let's see the price so that you can have an idea of the price. If you are ready to get it, you can actually get it for yourself. So you have it at $599 for an agency, and if you are not an agency, you can actually get for $199. And this is billed per year. I think this is per year, yeah. And starter pack is actually $189 per year. And so you can just decide to get any of the packages if you want for your own business, so that you can be able to add multiple pixel IDs to your account. Okay, so let's go back and continue with what we're doing. So right here, I've showed you how you can actually use Pixel Your Site and other plugins that are similar to Pixel Your Cart. We have the Pixel Caffeine and the Pixel Cart. They actually are similar. All you just have to do is impute the Facebook ID and click on it to connect, and it connects instantly. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to show you the tool I actually use to install more than one Facebook pixel ID on my Facebook account. But if you like, you can decide to use Pixel Your Site for one ID, then use Pixel Cart for another ID, and also use Pixel Caffeine for another ID. But I find this quite complicating, because you have to set this up on one plugin, set this up also on another plugin, then set Pixel Your Site also on another plugin, and it's quite complicated and might get you confused in the end. So what I just simply do is I use a tool called Headers and Footers. So I'm going to search for that tool right now, Headers and Footers. And wait for the search result to come up, and once it comes up, I'm going to show you the headers and footer to use. And this right here is the headers and footers I use, this particular one. And I'm just going to click on install. I'm going to click on install while we head over to set it up, activate, and click on activate also. So we click on activate, and yes, we have it activated already. So we're just going to come over to you can see right here, this is it. This is the header footer plugin, HFCM. You can see it right here, HFCM. So right here, you can then click on add new snippet at the top here. Just click on add new snippet, and you can give it a name, whatever name you want to give it. So whatever name we want to give it, let's just give it let's say this one is for a particular account different from another account. So you can just say a ads account. Okay, so and you can also decide which pages you want the pixel to track. If you want it to track specific pages, you're going to pick the particular pages you want it to track. You can see the different pages that are here on this particular page. So if you want it to track all your pages, you can just go ahead with site wide, so it tracks all your pages for you. And if you want it to exclude certain pages, you don't want it to track some pages, you can also include it here. And that being said, you go also scroll down, you can see the location of this is going to be header right here. Don't change this location to any other option. Don't go to footer, just leave it at header. So now you scroll down, And you can also see, okay, this right here is device displayed, which means that whatever device the person is using to scroll through your website, if the person saw your advert either on Facebook and click through your advert to get to your website, whether it's via a phone, a mobile phone, or via a computer, this tracker, this pixel tracker, is definitely going to identify that movement. Is going to track that behavior and let you know on your Facebook pixel. Okay, so you can also see the status here active. We want it to be active, and this is right here where we are going to paste the code for our Facebook pixel. This right here is where we're going to paste the code for our Facebook pixel. So if you remember, while we were setting up our Facebook pixel, there was a code we copied out, and I'm going to show you the code. Okay, so we're going to click on continue pixel setup. You click on pixel, Facebook pixel, then you click on connect. Now at this point, now you can see there are two options. You have install pixel code manually or use a partner. So we're going to use install code manually, and at this point you copy the code out. Once you copy out this code, you take it directly to our plugin right here and you paste it inside this box. Okay, so once you've pasted this inside here, all you're just going to do is you're going to click on save. All right, so once you click on save, it's going to show you that what you have just done has been saved. So you can see this is an indication that everything we've done right here is saved. Okay, so once you are done doing this, we're going to go back to our Facebook page, go back here and click on continue and turn on automatic advanced matching, which is a way for Facebook to be able to track people via the email they use in registering on Facebook, their first and last name, country ID, external ID, phone number, date of birth, gender, and the rest. Then you just go ahead and click on continue, and now you can now click on event setup tool. So for this event setup tool, this is where you're going to be able to know if truly your pages are being tracked or not. So I'm just going to click on, we're going to set up our events. I'm just going to click on open event setup tool, and I'm going to insert the website, the domain URL, and hit on enter. Okay, so it's definitely going to load up the page, and once it loads up the page, it's going to show us if it's connected or not. So you can see right here, you can see you can now set up your events. This just shows that this is connected and this is tracking. So you can now set up your events right here, and by clicking on track URL, track a URL. Once you click on track a URL, you're going to click on the events you want it to track. Do you want it to track a lead? Do you want it to track a add to cart and checkout, or whatever it is you want it to click? So I'm just going to click on lead. Then I'm also going to click on don't include value because I'm not making a sale directly. So I'm just going to click on confirm. Okay, so you can see right here, we already have this set up as a lead. So if someone clicks on this page directly from a Facebook advert, Facebook is going to track this event. Facebook is going to track that behavior as a lead event. All right, so we're going to now go back and click and refresh our whole page. We're going to go back and refresh the whole page. Okay, so we're done configuring everything. So we're going back to this, and we're going to refresh this whole event manager so that we can be able to see activities that go on. Okay, so you can see we already have this setup where we have our Facebook pixel set up and ready to track events. So you can see we already have leads here active. You can see it's showing a green, which means it's active. All right, so whatever it is you want Facebook to track for you, either a landing page views, or you want it to track a purchase, you want it to track an add to cart, you want to track a leads, you can always use the same formula. Go to add events and go to from a pixel and continue the setup, and you're going to add a new event. All right, so that's how you can basically use this to set up your Facebook pixel. All right, so this right here is for one pixel. We just installed one pixel and set it up on our domain. So now if you have more than one Facebook account, maybe you have about three Facebook accounts you want to run ads on, and you want to use the same maybe sales page or the same landing page, all you just need to do is you can click on add new. You can go to add new. Okay, so you can go to add new and add a new snippet like this, and do the same thing for reads. You can set it up also, give it a name, set everything up just like we did earlier, and you're going to also insert the code here. Once you insert the code here, you further go below, save it, and you're good to go. Then you repeat the whole process. Okay, so that's basically how you can actually have more than 1, 2, 3, 4 accounts linked up to your website. So you can have more than 3, 4 Facebook accounts linked to your domain or your website. And once that is done, you can go ahead and track your event on Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, so one other thing I need you to know is you should make sure when you are trying to set this up, make sure you're using a Google Chrome browser, because it's a Google Chrome browser always helps in making all this easy to navigate. If you use other browsers, it's going to be a lot more difficult and a lot more harder for you to get everything done in the shortest time. And another thing I want you to see is there are various tools you can use to also confirm if Facebook is actually tracking your website or not. All right, so there are these extensions that you can actually use. There's this Facebook pixel find, pixel helper. I think it's a pixel helper. Okay, yeah, Facebook pixel helper. So you can just click on this Facebook pixel helper. Once you click on Facebook pixel helper, it's an extension you can add to your Chrome. It helps you to be able to track your website to see if Facebook is actually tracking your website or not. So you can see I already have mine installed on my Google Chrome browser. So yours is not going to show this button here. Yours is going to show install. I think it's going to show install. So you're just going to click on install and set it up. And it's quite easy to set up. All you just need to do is download it and it's set up already, and it's going to be added also among your extensions right at the top here. Okay, so let me show you how to confirm this. Okay, to confirm that this stuff works, I'm going to take you to one page. I'm just going to take you to, let's go to let's say jumia.com.ng. Yes, jumia.com.ng. Just watch. I already have my own extension installed. You're going to see what's going to happen at the end. Okay, so you can see this right here is showing the number. It's going to show the number of pixels that link to this account. So you can see right here we have this is one pixel account that is linked to jumia.com.ng. So you can see it shows that Facebook is actually tracking this page. And I'm even surprised it's not showing more than one Facebook pixel. Okay, but basically this just shows that one Facebook pixel tracker is on this website. So this is how it's going to show for any websites you load on your Google Chrome browser that has a Facebook pixel installed on it. So if you find this video valuable, kindly leave a thumbs up and also share this video to other people who will find this video valuable. All right, so bye bye and see you in the next video. Peace.